Will the soundtrack kindly produce a sound? Go on. Don't be nervous. Go ahead. Any sound. Well, that isn't quite what I had in mind.
Here we are, dude. Pretty much the end of season 2. It has been a journey.
That it has. Started with my cousin Zach.
Yeah.
We did the Waffle House pod.
Well, dude, I mean, it started without a studio, really, because we had a studio and then poof, it was gone. So that first episode was in another studio that wasn't ours. And we went without a studio for like the majority of the podcast, dude.
Essentially, like almost all of season 2.
Yeah.
It was like 2 months.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Dude, it really was 2 months, bro.
We did a freaking podcast in a tree.
Yeah.
On a roof.
In the
that
backyard.
I think that one, in the rain. In the
backyard. Yeah, in the freaking rain.
Which one do you think was harder to do? Like the one in the rain or the one on the roof? I feel like the one on the roof was like the hardest.
The one on the roof had the most like
setup.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the most complications from the wind, just like getting the camera angles right, the lighting.
The lighting was god awful.
It was terrible.
God awful.
Yeah, the rain one wasn't that bad. It was just getting started.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. We used my tent cover to cover the cameras, and I had to start the fire inside y'all's house. That is crazy.
That is crazy.
And then right when you got to the good part, it started raining hard, and then it started deleting your notes.
Dude.
That was nuts. That was probably like the most nuts moment of all of season 2 to me.
Yeah.
Was just looking down and seeing your notes just being actively deleted.
Just gone. Never seen that one before.
That was great.
Honestly, though, that was a really fun night. Going to Waffle House afterwards. It was a good time.
The lady our waitress gave me her sweatshirt to wear.
Yeah.
Right there during the time we were there. That was sick. She was so nice.
We're kind of tight with them, bro.
Dude, we are. I'm
servers there.
I'm trying to be even more tight. I'm trying to make even better friends with them. But yeah, they're super chill.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, this podcast, it pushed us, man.
Dude.
It pushed us beyond our limits.
It really did. I mean, coming up not just with the topic each week, but a location. And then executing on that location, typically mostly outside.
Yeah. And so having to battle all the variants,
weather,
all the variables.
Scheduling.
Yeah, dude. And then now we're in a studio again.
Yeah, and then we somehow at the end of season 2 end up in our own studio. Like, what? Huh? I still don't know how that whole thing happened, man. It's crazy.
It is crazy, dude. We also did get some wild comments.
We got so many more comments than season 1. Oh my gosh. So many more.
But we had like, I think we've actually had more positive feedback though than
True.
negative. I think it's been, if there's like a scale,
You think so?
I think it's been more, I think it's been more positive.
Hmm.
Or maybe more,
Engaging.
yeah, maybe more engaging, but more like neutral and / positive
Yes.
than negative.
True.
Yeah,
I would totally
yeah,
agree. I totally agree.
yeah,
We started posting some mid-form videos that started to do pretty well. Like those are the most engaged videos we have.
yeah.
Content
It's
that we
crazy.
have.
Yeah.
Where people will comment on some of our shorts and not even have, honestly, seems like they didn't even listen all the way through the short.
Yeah.
And then we'll
30
post
second
like a
clip.
7, 10, 15-minute clip video, and we'll just get these like paragraph responses of people where it's like, wow, they actually listened to the whole thing pretty much.
Yeah,
And they're really getting what we're trying to say.
yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's been crazy.
been cool for me too, just to have something that I know I'm going to do each week no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
And on top of that, to be able to practice communicating each week, whether that's trying to get like my message across in one of a podcast between you and I, or interviewing someone in a way that really sets them up for success.
Yeah, for sure.
That has
Yeah.
been really both challenging and rewarding.
Yeah. But yeah, just the discipline aspect of getting an episode out every week, like no matter the circumstances.
Traveling,
yeah.
work, weather.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, gosh. And dude, I think like this studio, everything that's happened is a result of that.
100%. Of just
Like,
keeping
just
going.
keeping going,
Just
yeah.
no matter what, even if it's imperfect, if the camera's not that great, if the lighting sucks, if it's super
Yeah.
grainy. I feel like we did a lot better with our audio this time though. I feel like season 1 we had a lot of audio issues. A lot of issues in general.
For sure.
But
For sure.
this one I noticed we had some really, really solid audio
Yeah.
for what we have.
Yeah, dude, there's you know that book I've been reading, The War of Art?
Yeah.
There's this whole section or chapter he talks about. I can't remember exactly. He says it's the chapter is on like he calls it the professional versus like just the artist, right? I think it's the artist. But he's saying how like the professional treats his art or whatever, or his passion or whatever, like it's his job. Because it's like, you know, my 9 to 5 job, right? If I stay up till freaking like 4 a.m., I know I'm gonna freaking be there still because it's my job and I have to be there.
True.
Like, or else I'm gonna get fired. Or if I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get there and be there for my job, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what he's saying, like the difference between just like the casual artist versus the professional, because the professional treats his passion like a necessity. Like whether you feel like it or not, the professional versus just the casual artist will get up in the morning and write. Even if he has no ideas, or even if he has like, you know,
no like desire.
Or yeah, no desire or motivation. And so, but he's saying in that discipline is where the miracles happen. That's where like the inspiration comes. It's just doing it. And so,
dang,
I feel like that's what we've been doing, dude.
that's 100% what we've been doing.
Yeah.
That's so true. Like if we hadn't been disciplined with these, then it's like if you miss one and you're kind of like lackadaisical on 1 week, it kind of sets the tone of like, well, if we miss this week, then you know, oh, well, maybe we'll miss this. It's like a compound effect.
It really is.
It's like you're telling yourself what you're willing to do.
Yes.
And
it's a downward spiral.
Yeah, and I just want to take a moment and be so proud of us for no matter what's been going on in our lives, we have found a freaking way.
Yeah.
We have found a way, and we can be really proud of that.
Yeah, 100%.
And two, I think I want to go over just some like metrics and stuff that we've done, because I want this to sort of be like a log in a sense too of
Yeah.
our growth, and even if this never goes anywhere, quote unquote, then we can at least have this as a way for like our kids or just for ourselves to be able to look back and say, wow, we've come so far from
Yeah,
here,
dude.
and be able to document that.
Yeah.
So like we are at right now, we crossed 100 subscribers on YouTube, which is awesome. And I had a channel in high school that I just did a vlog,
Yeah.
to a funny like vlog thing for a little while, and that has like 111 subscribers. And so we just recently passed that within like the last day or two. We currently have 93 followers. 93 followers on Instagram, and we have 20 followers on TikTok. But this is another thing too. We've posted, I think, like definitely over 100 reels. Like
Yeah.
100
Yeah.
on TikTok, 100 on Instagram, and 100 on YouTube. I think it's closer to like 120 now.
Dang.
Pretty sure.
That's pretty nuts.
So even that consistency too has been amazing.
Yeah. Frick, I just forgot what I was gonna say. The um I don't know. It's gone, dude.
It's gone?
It's gone. Yeah.
How have you felt like with your own life, like being in your 20s? How this like has affected you, or I don't know, just like how has it been?
Hmm. It's definitely been challenging because I mean exactly what we just talked about. Like it's having that discipline to get the job done like no matter what. It's just challenging. Like that's just hard to do. Oh, right. Okay, yes. I remember what I was going to say. Um because it is like what you said. When you miss if you miss just one, it's like it's like a plant, like a seed in your mind. It just like grows, and it's like, oh well, we missed one, so if we miss another one, it's not that big of a deal, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I know that it's so true even for just like myself, my personal life. Because I remember being in like this is just a really simple example, but being in college, being at SAGU, and I remember like every time a semester would start, I was really good at like I would attend all my classes. Like I would go like a month or two, maybe even 3 without like skipping a class. And I noticed like 4 or 5 semesters in that like as soon as I skipped one class, bro, like as soon as I just skipped one, then it was like the rest of the year I'm skipping, bro. I'm skipping so many classes. So it's just so true. It's like as soon as you, which I mean, there are classes I'm definitely glad I skipped. Don't don't regret all of that. But but the principle is still true. So I think that for my life, like over this last season, just it's definitely helped me just improve like my work ethic, but also be mindful of like my attitude towards it, and just being positive through it all.
Mm.
Whether, you know, it's like I'm going home for a weekend trip and sometimes the like technology just doesn't want to work like I want it to, or just stupid things like that, but just keeping a level head and working with it, you know?
And I think
So,
that's a great point. And there's a principle that I've noticed too that has applied to this as well, where it's like there may be times where you're not going as hard into it. Like there's a week that maybe we don't post any mid-form videos, or like we
yeah.
haven't maybe worked on this set as much as we've wanted to in the recent like week or two. Um, or I might like miss a day on posting reels or something,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like you have those imperfections come in, or you even have a podcast where you're filming outside and the freaking sunset happens and your lighting is just complete crap,
Yeah.
like total garbage.
Gone.
But it's coming back and not letting that discourage you,
Yeah.
and just saying, you know what, this is in the big scheme of things. This doesn't. I'm not going to put all this weight and value on this one mistake, or even like, oh, my life's getting really busy right now. I'm not just going to completely stop everything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stop working on these specific things, right? Just you kind of have this ebb and flow I've noticed. And it's happened for me, like even with jujitsu, where there's some weeks where I'm like, dang, I'm so freaking busy with my life that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make
Yeah.
it there. But I'm not going to just stop going entirely. I'm not going to let that devolve into me not going for 3 months just because I haven't gone
Exactly.
for a week. And so that's what I've noticed with this too, where it's like, just keep going back.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Even if it's imperfect, you're kind of retaining your momentum.
Yeah, for sure.
And that I think has been really crucial for me in a lot of areas of my life.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, we've also had some like pretty big, like pretty significant God moments
Yeah.
in this freaking season, dude.
Huge.
Huge, like, I mean, things that, we're not even like really ready to share yet.
Yeah.
So, and it's just crazy because it ties all back to what we just said, like the professional, like we're being professionals with this.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. And in that professionalism, that discipline, miracles happen, dude. And so,
True. And I would say even like on the spiritual side too, the act of obedience of just feeling like, okay, well, we feel like this is something that God wants us to do, and therefore we're going to be disciplined with it. And kind of everything I just mentioned and you just mentioned flows from that first precept of, okay, we feel like we are supposed to be doing this. And it takes a lot of pressure off you when you realize that the result then is not on you, but simply the act of doing it is on. That's your responsibility, is the act of coming, like today's Saturday, coming on a Saturday, we could be doing other things and saying, you know what, we're just going to get one in. That is, to me, that is our job. And then again, like you said with the professional, is then to do it even when we don't feel like it, and then to do it as best we can still.
Yeah.
It's not just like, well, I'll do it, but I'll do it bad. It's I'll do it to the best of my ability, and then, but I'm not going to stress if like, our reels get freaking 500 views. I'm not really stressing about the result, because I know that over time anyway, that will continue to build and grow. And by the nature of us simply doing, we're getting better. We can look back now. We've done it long enough. I mean, this is like, dude, we're coming up probably in 2 weeks on like 6 months.
Yeah.
I think we started in the middle of January. And so we can look back, and we talked about it previous off camera, but of just setting up my phone. And I remember like how afraid I was just to do something in front of a camera and have like my voice be like listening to my voice on camera, and just like, oh my gosh, people are going to see this. And now to the point where we sit down every week like it's no big deal.
Yeah.
We've sort of crossed that threshold of growth. And imagine if we had just stopped right there and been like, yeah, we tried it, but it just wasn't our thing.
Yeah, we don't have the equipment.
We just don't have the equipment ready. Yeah, and I mean, we literally are pretty much every episode, Johnny and Larry are still letting us borrow their equipment.
Yeah.
And we're having to go and pick it up and then take it back after we're done. These extra trips that we're doing, just so that we can get a little bit more quality out of it. And that is the essence of just doing what you can where you are with what you have. And hopefully really, really soon, we'll have some better equipment that we can use, which would be amazing that we don't have to do that anymore. But imagine if we, like you said, just were like, yeah, well, we just don't have it right now.
Yeah.
What? What does that say about, what are you like telling yourself?
Yeah, right. I mean, first of all, that's the have do be mindset.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is just a losing game. And second of all, it's like you said, it goes back to obedience, really. It's like you've made this commitment, whether to yourself or even like to God, right? Like,
Mhm.
and so are you going to follow through with it?
Mm.
That's the question.
Hmm.
But it's been a wild ride, bro. It's been a wild ride.
We got some fun trips planned.
Oh yeah, dude.
Got some fun stuff coming up, dude, in the next few months.
R3 is gonna be
Crazy.
a good one, man.
Crazy.
A good one. I'm pumped for that.
Me too. Are you ready to dive into some comments?
Yeah,
All right.
let's get some freaking hate comments out there.
Well, if you're listening, welcome officially to the Hate Olympics #2 for ARC 2. Boy, do we have some good ones for you. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of read through some of the ones that we've gotten, and then we'll kind of narrow it down to a top
yeah,
few.
yeah.
And then we'll pick a winner.
We'll pick a
from
winner. Yeah. Okay. Hate comments.
Hate comments. This is one from the podcast with Kevin. He said, "Just wait till you find out what they do to babies immediately after circumcision, LOL. Also, is this Elon Musk's younger brother? Question mark?" It's from a short that we did with Kevin.
Where's that one?
It's way down there. It's a month ago.
I'm curious to know what they do with babies after they're circumcised, dude. I haven't heard that one.
I don't know. If we as
Right?
the
That's
church,
what he said?
yeah.
Okay.
If we as the church did our jobs, we wouldn't have homelessness. Agreed? Someone said, "Who's pounding what now?" Question mark? To one of our shorts about the waves pounding on the beach. Loved that one. This is this might be a contender.
Okay.
I have worked with so many spoiled children. These guys sound like them. Many spoiled children don't believe rules are for them. Yes, following rules can be life-changing. You both are now adults. Open your eyes. You sound like you want to be God. Following a Jesus will change your life for the better.
Man.
This might be the first time I've ever been called spoiled in my entire life.
Really?
I think so. So this is like from one of our shorts.
Yeah, which is very telling.
Which, just so everyone knows, 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Yeah, and he very clearly did not make it
Did
through
not
the
make
60
it
seconds.
to the end. Before rushing down in the comment section.
That Gen Z attention span's getting to him, dude.
Dude, 7 seconds. That's a goldfish, man.
Yeah,
Goldfish
bro.
attention span. And then we have someone from that same video said, in all caps, "Thy religion is false and filled with lies, period. I would never take it serious, 'cause it's seriously controlling the people. Faith don't equal obedience." To which I replied, "Faith don't equal obedience" is a fire t-shirt.
In all caps.
In all caps.
Okay. Our boy. This is our boy, dude. I think it's
XY.
I think it would be Xylos.
Xylos. Okay.
Probably, right?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Xylos 16. Man.
We got a few from him.
Oh yeah, we got
quite a few submissions.
He might be the winner, bro, because we'll see. This is his first comment? LOL hilarious. What other silly things do people believe in? And that was to one of your shorts. He said, okay, yeah. So, okay, I'll let you because you responded to him first. Right?
Yeah. There's 25 replies to this, by the way.
Yeah.
We're not going to read all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But I said, he said, "What other silly things do you people believe in?" I said, lots, like healthy families, critical thinking, and the dynamic between love and truth, and dogs. Dogs are good because his profile or their profile picture is a dog. And they replied, "None of that is silly. I was looking more for the type of stuff like where a guy from 2K years ago magically heals people and dies and then comes back to life just to let everyone know that they will actually live forever in an imaginary kingdom. Silly stuff like that. And then he came back with the compliment and said, although that critical thinking comment is rather funny. And then that boogeyman replied to him and said, bros will believe in an entire alternate reality rather than go to therapy, LMAO. I thought that was a good one.
Why have I feel like I haven't seen these.
Oh, dude, I didn't see this one either.
What if the only religion that humans got right was some tiny religion on a remote island only practiced by an indigenous tribe, and when the day of reckoning came, everyone except those tribe people went to the bad place of that religion because they didn't do the 5 chicken ritual? Man, I haven't heard that one before.
So we kind of were like responding back to this guy, Xylo16, and just having some fun like banter. And he said, you are clearly confused and looking for affirmation in the wrong places, namely YouTube threads. And I said, somehow I knew you would say that. Weird. Maybe I have magical abilities too.
Yeah, we went back and forth for a while, and then, oh, this is one of my favorites. I'm just gonna leave this out here. I guess I can just chalk you up to another Democrat vote for Joe Biden.
That's
someone who's the exact opposite of the epitome of critical thinking. That's a good one, dude.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Got me there. He said, there you go, deleting my comments.
Yeah, he thought we were deleting his comments. And so then he responded to like several of our other videos.
He responded to a lot. He went down the line.
He went down the line of our videos and was like, surprise. Oh, look, I'm the only comment. And he's like, another video without any comments or likes. Go figure. Oh, no, another video without comments or likes. And then he said, wow, someone commented on this video. I'm impressed. He said, man, I thought maybe after seeing that video had one comment, things were going to pick up for you. Guess not. Just starts flaming us going through. He said, dang, it seems like this channel and the people belonging to it might not even be worth my criticism. And am I the only one who comments on your videos? Or are you deleting everyone's comments? And I responded back and said, dude, why would we be deleting comments when you pointed out we need them so bad? And so then, okay, he responded to that guy who called us spoiled children.
Yes.
And he said, they sure as heck do not like adults. Do not act like adults. More like egotistical, petulant children feeding each other their own opinions. This is not what Christians do. True Christians criticize their own beliefs and welcome criticism so that they can develop a more thoughtful relationship with God through that criticism. These aren't Christians. These are a couple kids regurgitating information and opinions they themselves have been told without consideration of the information or the influence. These are just a couple of Biden voters. No critical thinking skills whatsoever. Unfortunate.
Man, he really let loose on that one.
Dude, he did. He really got us.
That was like one of the moments where it was like the realization set in that this is what I said to you that one day. We're like, the kind of stuff we're talking about, like, first comment, right, was the guy saying that we're spoiled children and that like we should follow Jesus, right? And then the guy that responds to him is the guy saying that religion is a joke. And so it's like, dude, we're getting hit from both sides, man.
We are. I mean, we can't win apparently because we can't please either side. So what's crazy is like the next podcast, which is the one on the roof.
Yeah.
He responds to one of our shorts and says, I like the change of scenery. And like, I think we low key won him over.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. He hasn't responded or said anything since then, I don't think.
So I do want to highlight, we did have some really cool comments where people were actually really saying they enjoyed it. So, someone said, as someone who is trying to obey the Holy Spirit as much as he can, but struggling still and not finding good company in church, this is quite nice to hear. Another person who we've actually become friends with said, glad to know other people are thinking these things too. We've had several people basically write through and write a few paragraphs talking about how they agree. And then we've had a few people that are from different denominations who are not so agreeable. And someone said, like, how about the first church? The Catholic Church is the original legitimate church established by Jesus. And then someone said, it has failed already. To a clip where we said, why is the church failing? It has failed already. Why God allowed it to fail if this is his will to establish a church body? He doesn't seem to be doing much in this world. It seems he left us to our own devices. No power in the church like they had in the Bible. If you don't have money to help them and be an audience too and agree all the time with the pastor who likes to be seen to be famous while helping no one, then they don't want you to be there at the church. The first thing they need to do is repent for their lies about what Scripture means while using it to control and use many. And then we got another comment from a lady who was like, I'm encouraged hearing you young people recognize and speak on these things. Stay encouraged, young brothers in Christ. Discipleship, kingdom living, living word, truth, way, life. Then we got this one, dude. This one hit. Just a couple months ago, I was reading the gospel with my daughters. My oldest said, Daddy, I'm going to be baptized. The Holy Spirit inside me was saying, basically, baptize her in her bath right there. Yet I didn't listen. In my programming way of thinking, I rationalized not doing it because of the public proclamation that would take place out of church. I have to say I'm wrong about this. And that was to you. That was a clip of you talking about how Philip baptized
the eunuch.
The eunuch.
The Ethiopian eunuch.
So I thought those were interesting too, where we really got some people who are actually critically thinking about what we were saying.
Yeah. Dude, we had
really
that
cool.
Booga Chomper.
Boogie
Dude, we had like
Booger
a
Chomper.
whole
Booger Chomper.
crazy dialogue.
Yeah. Probably one of the most, probably like the most intelligent commenter yet.
For sure.
Like
he knew his
easily.
stuff, dude.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
So we had you had a really good back and forth with him where it was like really respectful and really cool.
Yeah, and I told him, dude, his was actually awesome because by the end of it, he was very much kind of like agnostic, I guess. And, ultimately, like, we didn't end up agreeing on what we were saying or whatever. But at the end, I said, we very much appreciate your willingness to have a conversation on these things as well, without calling names or being inconsiderate in any way. That is the heart of the second floor experience. Talking and connecting with people, even if they think or believe differently. And I said, we've proven in a YouTube comment section that it's possible.
Dude. That's amazing.
But yeah, he was like, he said, but yes, we have shown that people with different viewpoints can have a good faith dialogue, and that's great. What a guy.
What
a guy. That was on our like full podcast episode too. Like that wasn't a short or a mid-form.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, dude.
And so honestly, that's all the ones that I thought were really good. I wanted to mention. Did you have any more?
No, I think those are all like the best hate comments for sure.
I mean, that was definitely like 4 to 5 times more, at least. Maybe like,
oh my gosh,
maybe like 10 times more than what we got our first season.
Yeah,
first arc.
Because the first season we got like it was Carly's episode.
Yeah, that one got a lot.
Zach's episode.
Yeah, true.
And that was like really it that we got.
Yeah,
the hate comments. I will say, dude, the Sky Daddy.
That one was pretty freaking.
That one was. That one got me, man. That's gonna be like if there's like a Hall of Fame.
That's
like one day that's gonna be up there, bro.
So here's my vote.
Okay.
I think based on overall persistence and dedication to trying to avoid any critical thinking at all costs, I think Xylo 16 takes it for me, dude. With an honorable mention to the spoiled child.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
I think-
Xylos has to take it because of his like
Dude.
sheer persistence. Yeah. Like
and
he
Will.
Yeah. He like went out of his way. He took time out of the day, dude,
He really
to
did.
go through like 8 or 9 different like videos
Yeah.
to hate on them, bro.
My favorite was like every time I responded to him, he never like actually responded because I sent a pretty long one
Yeah.
immediately after his one calling it silly, and just pointed out just a few pieces of evidence for Christianity. Like,
Yeah.
what's your response to this? Right? Like, if you're gonna call us out,
Yes.
have a response. And he just like immediately was
Deflected.
deflected
Yeah.
it immediately. So then we just kind of had some fun with it, and it was a good time.
It was a good time. Yeah, that's Xylo 16, dude.
You're
the reigning champ, bro. You got the belt.
Congratulations. You are the winner of the Hate Olympics. Arcs
Arc
2.
2.
Maybe
Man.
later on we'll send you a gift basket or something.
Yeah, reach out to us, dude.
Yeah,
If you want to come on, dude. If you want
Yeah.
to come on the podcast,
If you want to come on, we'd love to have you.
we would love to have you, dude. We'll take you out to dinner.
Have a good time.
We'll have a good time. We'll hang out. Let's just have a good bros night, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you could be female, so
That's true.
we don't
You
really know
definitely
your
could.
gender.
That's
to be
very
fair.
true.
We just keep calling you he, so apologies for assuming that.
Yeah.
But you just seem like a bro. So
Yeah, hit us up, dude.
hit
Hit us up. I would actually love that. That'd be so funny, dude.
That would be hilarious. But yeah, we do have a lot of things cooking right now that we're excited for this next arc. Some new
Oh,
intros,
yeah.
some new trips, some different guests, and
A little more studio upgrades.
some more studio upgrades. I think we're really gonna take a leap in season 3, dude.
I think so, dude.
I think we're
I think
really
so.
gonna leap.
Yeah, I really
So,
think.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. The what did you title the Arc 2? It was like something Blueprints.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good title, dude. It fit pretty well
It fit really well.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about this as well off camera, but that the time away from a studio and away from having guests really forced us to figure out what are we passionate about? Like, what do we really want to talk about? And it really I feel like we narrowed it down incredibly with talking about the kingdom and the church and all these different things that we've brought up. And we're doing it in a way that's really interesting because we're not really marketing it to our friends or family typically. Our audiences on our other personal social medias, which I think is a lot harder because we're not really having that extra engagement from people.
Yeah.
But we're kind of just trying to start from scratch and I don't know, see if there's anybody else out there that really thinks the same way.
It's nice to like
even not have a pressure to be like, what am I? Yeah,
no pressure. Yeah. Which there are like more and more people now in our circles that are starting to watch, or at least know about it. But like, it's just nice to, in some ways, break away from your circle.
Yeah,
you know,
it is like a weird, powerful sense.
Yes,
I'm like, I don't really care in terms of, I can just speak freer.
Yeah.
I feel like I can just speak freer.
You can speak freer. You get, I feel like you get different perspectives.
Yeah.
Different outlooks. So.
And that's what we said in the first season. I was like, man, I'm kind of disappointed at first because we weren't getting that much hate. And what we know from social media is like, if you're not really getting hate, you're not really getting in front of people. You're not really getting your message out in a way that is clearly communicated. And so I feel like we've done a better job of that in season 2, which is evidenced by the comments that we got.
Yeah.
Especially even like with a lot of positive engagement too, where it's been
Yeah,
like
for sure.
people actually thinking about our position and giving good critiques, giving good pushback, and I think we're trending in the right direction is what I'm saying.
I agree. Dude, for so long, I remember growing up and hearing that quote of, I forget exactly how it goes, but it's something like, if you don't have like any enemies, and you're probably not standing for anything.
Yeah.
And so I feel like this is really the first time in my life that I've like actually like had to stand for something,
Yeah.
you know?
Agreed.
Because I mean,
I totally agree.
yeah, like growing up, we've grown up in the Christian bubble, like, and I'm thankful for it. I'm not regretful of that in any way, but there hasn't been a ton of opportunity to like just to stand for like what
Yeah.
you believe in, just
Honestly.
to like put it out there
Yeah.
and stand behind it. And
So
so
true.
that's what this arc has like forced us to do. So
Dude,
it's been
100%.
we've grown a lot from it, dude. I've grown a lot, like just in a lot of ways, my personal life. So
Me too.
yeah,
I'm super thankful for this. I'm thankful for everyone that's helped us get here. And honestly, just you being in this with me, dude. And I feel like all of our hangouts and even hanging out with our other friends has more meaning now.
yeah,
And it's more mission based. We're like, okay, we have a clear direction of what we're trying to do.
yeah,
And for so long we felt like we're all here in this Austin area for a reason. And I feel like we finally can point to something that's like,
yes. We
okay,
finally have like a direction.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So,
Yeah, it's been huge.
well, thanks for tuning in to ARC, the end of ARC 2.
End of arc 2. Hate Olympics.
Number 2.
Xylo 16.
Xylo 16.
Congrats.
Congratulations on the W, man. We'll see if the winner of ARC 3 can stand up to your abilities.
We'll see.
But until next time, peace out.
I want to talk to you. Not now, later. No, now.